Hey guys, how you doing? It's KJ here from the Scariest Movie Ever Made and RiggedReality.com, and I've got some startling footage to share here with you from the Boston bombings. I'm sure you've heard of it by now. How could you not? The media is feeding us a constant barrage of these images from the bombing. Of course, they're giving us the blood, the guts, the gore, the explosions, and they're not going to stop. You're going to keep seeing more and more of this, and it's just going to keep feeding into your emotions, and this is what they do. That's their agenda, and I'm actually working on a video about the Boston bombings now. It'll be up here in just a few days, okay? So this really doesn't have so much to do with the bombings themselves. This video has to do with what was floating around in the sky right after the bombings, all right? And what you're going to see, and this is actually from ABC News, this was a live feed, so you'll hear the reporters talking and all that stuff. What you're going to see is three orbs, three little UFOs floating together right over the scene, okay? I connect these with the fallen angels, demonic entities, okay? This is not the first time that these things have shown up around some kind of a tragedy, and I'm going to get to some of that as well in just a little bit. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and play some of this out, and I'm going to show you kind of what we're seeing here, all right? And, you know, on a side note, I'm sure there's going to be some of you out there because, again, let me say, I've been doing this research for a long time, seen plenty of footage. I've got many videos on this kind of stuff, even on my other channel, Scariest Movie Ever 111, a lot of these UFO videos, but most of these, quote, UFOs that we're seeing in the last few years, especially in 2012, like a record amount, they all have one thing in common. Most of them are actually, I believe, entities, okay? They're like glowing orbs, all right, of energy. Oftentimes they're shapeshifters. They change shapes, they change colors. You see white, you see red, you see blue, you see all kinds, okay? The ones you're going to see on here are red. So I'm going to go ahead and get to that in a second. But what I was going to say is on the side is I'm sure there's going to be some of you that say, oh, these are just birds, you know, or balloons, you know. Well, no, all right, I can't accept that. I know what birds look like, I know what balloons look like, and we're just going to get to the video here and we'll talk about some of that stuff. So I'm just going to play it here real quick. Follow the cursor, you see him right here?
And no one that we know of, no organization that we know of has taken any responsibility for setting off these explosions, correct?
Again, not that
there
we
they
know
go.
of. Again,
So I'm just going to keep going back. I'm going to blow this up a little bit. Go back a little bit. Here we go. Starts right here, see him?
And no one that we know of, no organization that we know of has taken any responsibility for setting off these explosions, correct?
Again, not that
They
we
keep
know
on
of.
flying.
Again,
They're going right between the buildings, okay? Right over the side. It happens pretty quick.
There's got two explosions that they know of. Again, they're trying to get information.
Right here.
And no
They're
one
going
that
fast.
we know of, no organization that we know of has taken any responsibility for
Flying
setting off
together
these explosions,
quickly
correct?
right over the scene.
Again, not that we know of.
We'll go back again.
Eyewitness accounts give buttressed by what we're hearing from our
Right up
fellow
here,
soldiers.
guys.
Two explosions that they know of. Again, they're trying to get information.
There they are.
And no one that we know of, no organization that we know of has taken any responsibility.
You see them right here, right? Three little red orbs, okay? They started right here between these buildings, and they're going straight across right there. Right? Those aren't balloons, okay? Those aren't birds. When's the last time you saw a red glowing bird? All right? These aren't balloons. Balloons would be going up, right? Up into the sky. These things are like staying even on the level and going straight through. Let's check it out.
For setting off these explosions,
Quickly,
correct?
too. Look at that.
Again, not that we know of.
And they hover around each other. And again, this is very common with all the other footage I see of these things. I'm going to show you some footage of some of these orbs. But there you go. One more time. Right there. Here they go.
No one that we know of, no organization that we know of has taken any responsibility for setting off these explosions, correct?
Again,
see them right up there?
Again,
just one more time. These aren't balloons. These aren't birds. All right? Right here they go.
And no one that we know of, no
moving right across. Boom. kind of pause it. You can kind of see them right here. Even looks like they're shifting a little bit. Stop. Kind of see where they're just kind of floating around together. One of them catches up with the other one pulls back. Floating together. And there they go. Let's see if I can show you right here. Let's go back a little bit more. We'll do it one more time. I'm going to show you a few other things, okay? So here they come. Floating right across the sky. Right there. See that guy standing down there in the street? Here they are. They're pretty low, too. They're going straight across.
Taking any responsibility for setting off these explosions, correct?
Again, not that we know of.
There they go. Okay, so let me go ahead and just bring this down a little bit. I'll show you one more time.
Trying to get information.
There they are.
And no one that we know of, no organization that we know of, has taken any responsibility for setting off these explosions, correct?
Again, not.
You can see them right up there. They're just disappearing, okay? So yeah, like I said, I'm going to have some of you out there, oh, these are just birds or swamp gas or whatever, and that's okay. You can't reach everybody with this stuff, and I get it. There's a lot of people in the world that are clueless to this kind of stuff. They think it's crazy. They think it's, whatever. It's outside their realm of what their reality is. I understand that. It's very comfortable to stay in a certain zone sometimes and not expand yourself or expand your mind and to try to realize the things that are happening here. But I want to show you that that's not the first time that this kind of thing has happened. And before I get to that, though, let me show you here. Here's a video I did a while back on my other channel, Scariest Movie Ever 111, called 2 UFO Sightings, Same Type, Same Day, England and America. It happened back on October 20th of 2012. And it's just going to show you, again, it's very common. This is just 2 of them, 2 videos of these orbs. But these things are showing up everywhere. I've mentioned this on other videos, but there's a record number of UFO sightings reported in 2012. More than any time in history. Okay, so these things are coming. I've been saying this for a while. I just did another video a few days ago about this, about the fallen angels and how you're going to start seeing more of this. But we're being conditioned by this. Okay, they're here. They're starting to show themselves a lot more to us. And just watch this. See how they all just kind of float around a little bit with each other? That was one spot. That was England. Here's Texas. And you can see them popping up right here. And here come the other guys. And a lot of times they do travel in 3s. It's kind of another thing I've noticed. But anyway, see they got 3 here. They got a little upside down triangle pattern going there. Anyway, there's a couple of them. And these are the white orbs, okay? Now, as far as I know, there could be distinctions of all this. I don't know, But I definitely do not believe that these are alien visitors, from other planets. So this is spiritual manifestations. We're in a spiritual war. It's happening right now all around us. And we're starting to see these things come into our reality more and more. So anyway, back to the Boston thing. Like I said, this is not the first time that these kind of entities have shown up around a tragedy. So the image you're looking at right here, okay, that's from 9/11, right after the planes hit the building. Multiple faces were seen in the fire and the smoke on that day, okay? It was all over CNN, all over the news. Mainstream news is even saying, oh, wow, weird. Is that a face in the smoke? You know what I mean? So, it was all over the place. And in fact, some of you may not know this, but the name of my channel, of course, is The Scariest Movie Ever Made. And it's actually the name of a movie I made about 5 years ago, kind of a little documentary type thing I did. Put it out for free. Has to do with the fallen angels, has to do with the Illuminati, has to do with all that stuff. A lot of different things are kind of mixed in there. So check it out. You can see it for free at my website, riggedreality.com, if you're interested. But the reason I bring that up is because this image is the first image of the movie, all right? This is one of the first things I kind of got into many years ago, where I started realizing that we were seeing more and more of kind of spiritual manifestations in our world all around us. And of course, 9/11 was a huge ritual, huge Illuminati ritual. Research that for yourself. Don't just take my word for it, but definitely don't accept the official story on that or anything else at this point. Do your own research. But I'm going to go ahead and play a few things for you, and again, just show you that this is not the first time that around one of these tragedies, all right, which I believe most of these are Illuminati connected. And like I said, I'm going to show you in a few days. I got another video coming out about the Boston bombings and the connections there. But when these things happen, these are kind of public rituals played out right before our eyes, okay? A lot of reasons for that. And again, these are things that you should research on your own as well, or check out more of my videos or other people out there that are doing the same thing. So let's play this just a little bit. This is from 9/11. Some of the stuff that was seen on that day. And there's a better shot of it. It's kind of wild. You can actually see the face, the horns, and the little body right there. That's just one of them. That one's just insane. Look at that. You see the wings, you see the body. Look at that. It's like a dragon. I mean, come on, right? There's a good shot of the face right there. And there's another good one. And like I said, man, these things made like mainstream news. It's not just, I'm not looking into clouds and seeing puppies and unicorns. It's nothing like that. I mean, this is real stuff. This is the real deal. And like I said, I know it's going to be above a lot of people's heads out there. There's a minority, if anything, in our world that is kind of aware of what's going on, of this spiritual war and these manifestations that are happening all around us. So anyway, this is just an example, guys. So yeah, back to the Boston Marathon, back to our little buddies over here. Play it just one more time for you.
By what we're hearing from our federal sources, that
starts right up in here. There we go.
And no one that we know of, no organization that we know of, has taken any responsibility for.
So there you go, guys. What are they doing there? Well, I mean, you can kind of piece it together yourself. I mean, these wicked entities, I'm sure, are attracted to these tragedies. They feed off of the fear of the people, and that goes back to the agenda with the media as well. Whether they know they're doing it or not, is that constant barrage of just images and this and that and the blood and the guts and the gore and the crying and then this. I mean, everything is energy, all right? That's what E equals MC squared was, what Einstein was saying. Everything's connected. Everything's energy. Your coffee table, your TV, I mean, it's all made out of little protons and neutrons, little particles moving so quick and so fast, rubbing against each other, it creates solid matter. So everything is energy, okay? And like attracts like. So these wicked entities are attracted to tragedy, to sadness, to destruction, all right? Anyway, guys, that's the video. Do some research on your own if you're not familiar with this kind of stuff. Thanks for checking out the work, and I'll have another video coming up here in just a few days about the Boston bombings. All right, so take care, guys. Stay aware.